Hey boys and girls, I'm going to go over your 6.7 social studies assessment called Show What You Know. You're going to go to your social studies course and you're going to scroll down to module 6. You'll open up lesson 6.7, Show What You Know, and there's two parts to this lesson. There's the creation project and the module 6 checkup. So we're going to start by looking at the creation project. It says, now it's time to have fun showing what you know. Print the project rubric to guide your work. Your teacher will use this rubric to score your project. Select one of the projects below to complete. So the rubric's here at the bottom, so you can click on that and open it. And then you've got two projects you can choose from. So you're going to choose one. Project 1, using what you have learned in this unit, use slides, Keynote, PowerPoint, or any other presentation tool to create your own presentation about modern times that could be used to teach another student. Be sure to include information about each of the big concepts covered in this unit, which are the end of the Cold War, globalization, global terrorism including 9/11, advancement of technology, and changes in rural communities. Choose to focus on one of these topics individually or create a presentation that highlights all of the topics you have learned in this unit. So you can choose to focus on one of the topics, or you can focus on all of the topics. If you choose to just do one topic, make sure that you go in depth with that topic, meaning you provide much more detail than if you were to do a little bit on each of the topics. Project 2, so if you don't want to do Project 1, you can do Project 2. Due to a recent anti-technology protest and the effects they are having on the Google organization, the senior vice president at Google is putting together a research team to look at the impact of digital technologies on the US and the world. He wants to understand the thinking behind the protests and help find ways to solve any issues. You will take on the role of a member of this special Google research team, SGRT. As a researcher on this team, your job is to find evidence that supports the positive and negative impacts of digital technology on the US and the world. You will create an infographic showing pros and cons of digital technology. What an infographic is, boys and girls, is it's like almost like a poster that is has like different images on it. It might have charts and diagrams, graphs. So there's not a lot of words on an infographic. It's more of a poster that has images, but it also does include like short, brief descriptions. And your infographic is going to show the pros and cons of digital technology. Then create a public service announcement or a PSA video in which you take a stance on whether digital technology has had a positive or negative impact on the US and around the world. The PSA should also include the counter-arguments of their opponents. These will be shared in an upcoming meeting with the senior vice president. And of course, that's all make-believe, the whole Google vice president, all that kind of stuff. But you're creating an infographic and a public service announcement. Okay? So then make sure that you look at the rubric again, make sure you follow all the directions, and then when you're done, you're going to submit either of the projects that you choose to do by clicking on that blue plus button and attaching your work.